Hi, I am Claire and I make Sims 4 speed builds. And for this week's video, I am going to be doing a family home that I found off Pinterest. So I was originally going to be doing another home I found on Pinterest, but it just didn't really work out. I wasn't really feeling it. And so I found another house, this house, that had a floor plan attached to it. And I found that really helpful. It's kind of helped me decide where to put the living room, where to put the kitchen, and the floor plan didn't have a office space, but if your Sims want a closed office space, I would give you a suggestion once I get to the dining room. And so first off, we are just going to be going in the entryway, this little mudroom drop zone area that I wanted to make really cute. If you follow me for a while, you know I love having a little space to have your Sims drop down their phone, their keys, even though they can't actually do that. It just brings a little bit of realisticness to the space in my mind. And so we are just going to be adding some small details and going into the dining room. And this is where I think could make a good office space. You just need to put the dining room more in the center of the space, which is kind of big and open, and then close off that wall, and then your Sims can have a private office. Maybe they work from home and they're freelancing, and so that's just an idea. It wasn't on the floor plan, and so I didn't think to do that. I keep the first floor pretty much the same as I saw it on Pinterest, but the second floor I kind of make it more unique, or not unique, but more my own. The house on Pinterest was a 3 bedroom, 2 bath house, but I made my house a 3 bed, 3 bath house. And so we are just going to be adding a little light fixture and going to be adding a rug just to kind of help tie in the space. And now we are just going to be second guessing my rug choices and going with this one from the growing together pack, not the parent living pack, although they're all kind of both very similar in concept. But anyway, we are now in the kitchen. I just gotta say, I love this new tile. This new tile, chef's kiss. It is just pretty. I want this tile in real life, and so I do make all of these cabinets gray from the Parenthood pack, and I add an island just to make the kitchen not all up against that wall, kind of bring the kitchen forward in a way. And so we are just going to be using some it's not the cabinets, some bar stools from the high school years pack. I was imagining this house would be for teenagers and their parents, and I did make Sims for this house, so if you aren't really interested in this house, but maybe you need some teen sim friends, you can go check them out on the Sims gallery. My ID is green_rose_sims. That's also the same on Instagram if you want to go follow me both over there. And so we are just going to be adding some decorations, just kind of making it seem like this house is very much lived in. Maybe that they've lived in this house for a very long time, and so it's just oh, that thing's right there, that's always been there. And so I do add shelves above the oven just because I didn't really want to deal with off-centered cabinets, and so I thought a good natural diversion from that would be to add it shelves. And so we are just going to add some decorations on them. I do kind of change it just slightly after I was done recording. It just looked kind of overly decorated, and I wanted it to be a little bit more simplified, sophisticated, and so we are just going to be finishing up with these little decorations. and going to be adding some pictures and curtains in the dining room, which just lead into the rest of the house. I was just like in a curtain mood, and so I'm just like just get the curtains done with. And so I'm using the windows and curtains from the Seasons pack. I would say that is in my top 10 Sims packs. If you just have a base game, it adds so much to your game, and so we are just going to be going into the first floor bathroom slash laundry room, which is on the blueprint. And I haven't done a house with a laundry in a while, and so I'm like, well, I haven't done this, let's do it. Haven't done it, and so we are just going to be adding a broom and dustpan, not sweep pan, dustpan, and I thought that would be like really cool if they added that into the base game or something, an item similar to that, because like I kind of forget about that item unless I'm doing a build that includes laundry day. And so we are just going to be adding just other little laundry day items like this bucket and some other like cleaning supplies, just trying to make this area look all cute, since this is kind of also like the guest bath if your Sims are having a birthday party or a family dinner, like extended family, then they probably want this area to look pretty nice, even if there are dirty clothes in the laundry. And so we are just going to be adding some other small details up on this shelf, and this room was big enough to add a window. I feel like sometimes builds are a little bit small, and I just do like a 3 by 1 room, and I can't add the window because of the doors in the way. And so we are just going to be adding a little laundry basket because I kind of knew I was going to forget one upstairs later on, but I do add that or add a laundry basket later on, I think off camera. And so we are just going to be adding a little picture and going to be going into the living room, which is up here in the front of the house. And I have a question for you guys. Do you guys have any ideas for me to do a pack restricted build? Last week I did a house that was just using the cats and dogs pack, and that was pretty fun to do. So if you guys have any other pack restricted builds for me to do, I would love to see them down in the comments. And so we are just going to be adding a little or not little TV, this is actually kind of a bigger TV that we have in the game, and then I just add these couches from the high school years pack, and going to be adding a little rug, which I just felt like I needed to kind of help tie in the space, kind of like the dining room. And now we are adding this little table, and I do add a second table with board games on it, and I thought that was super cute. And so we are just going to be adding flowers and this bunny statue on this first one, and then I add some more picture frames. And now we are going to be going upstairs onto the second floor of the house, and it felt kind of dark, so I added some more lights right there real quick. And so when you first walk in, you see this desk space, which is kind of more like a family computer that the Sims used maybe when their teens were a bit younger, when they were possibly kids, but now that they're teens, they have space for them to have their own computers. I was wanting like the girl teen sim I designed for to be like into that, and so I gave her her own little cute computer. And so we are just going to be adding some small decorations up on the shelf, and going to be just making it seem cluttered, like, okay, gotta write down some notes and going to just be adding this picture because this hallway just needed something, and so we are going to be going into the primary bedroom. I'm going to just kind of be making a simple kind of blue toned in here. I wanted it to be kind of sophisticated. This is primary bedroom, but also calming, and so I use those black and gold lamps to kind of tie in the gold on the bedspread, and so we are just going to be adding these picture collage. I really like these picture collages, and I think we should get some more picture collages in the game. It just kind of helps fill in the space. It's easy to add onto, as you can see I'm doing here, and so we are just going to be changing the frames because on the collage they're different frames. And now we are just going to be adding some curtains, maybe blackout curtains. I love my blackout curtains, so I wanted to give them blackout curtains, and so we are just going to be now going into the ensuite. And this is just a pretty typical 2x3 room that I normally do, although I guess I do also add a shower tub combo, but this is just a shower. And so we are just going to be going and adding a little rug. I like how this rug makes it look like it's like slip, doesn't have like slippy material, so like when you're get out of the shower they won't like slip right out of the shower. And so now we are in the son's room, and I wanted this room just kind of be a little basic, just kind of a little simple. I was kind of imagining that these twins that live in this house, that they're kind of be like Sharpay and Ryan from High School Musical, where the girl twin is more eccentric, she gets kind of more what she wants, and so we are just kind of making the boy twins room a little bit more simple, a little bit more toned down, and so we are just going to be adding a little desk space, although I do make a smaller desk because it just couldn't really get the wood tones to match and kind of see on the bed and on the side table. And so this room does also kind of have a blue theme to it, like the primary bedroom, and kind of going along with the High School Musical theme, I gave him some instruments to like practice with, to play on. And now we are just going to be finding some decorations for the walls, or pictures as most people call them, or if you're me, wall decorations. And so we just add some posters and going adding these awards, but I do end up finding more of like a science themed poster. I was imagining both of these twins would be kind of nerdy. One's more like typical nerd and the other one's more like gaming nerd. And so I am just going to now be going into the girl twins bedroom, and this girl is obsessed with purple. I did kind of get this idea from Kelsey Dangerous's Not So Berry challenge to have a like a themed bedroom, and I did also make Sims for this house, so if you want to play with them, you can find them on the Sims Gallery. And so I start off with this kind of more dark purple, kind of flowery, but I do change it to be kind of like a blue purple cloud in a way. You'll probably see when I put it down what I mean. It might not make a lot of sense, but I did want to make sure that each of these bedrooms did have a dresser of some sort in them. And so we're just going to be using this one from the base game for the boys' room, and going to be using one from high school years in the girls' room. And so I was trying to make this like as least like popping out right into the doorway as possible, so I do switch it out for a smaller desk, which I'm pretty sure is like a high school desk, like a desk that high schoolers use in the game, but it's okay, it's simple. And I wanted the girls' bedroom to kind of be more maximalist type of style. I don't use anything from the Maximus pack, but I wanted it to just feel like a lot, like maybe she wants to be in like all these different clubs at school, and she just has a lot of different interests, and so I just wanted it to kind of be a lot in a way, if you know what I mean. Just like a lot of posters, a lot of different interests, and so we are just going to be also searching through a lot of purple items because the sim is obsessed with purple, and so we are just going to be adding the matching side table that goes with the dresser, that goes with the bed, but I do change all those, like I said, and so was really trying to find a place for that picture collage, but I do find a place for it kind of towards the end of the video. And so now we are just working on the desk space for this sim, and also wanted to put pile of laundry on the floor because why not? And so I wanted this desk to be really cluttered. Like this spot is the sim's main spot for like getting ready for the day and doing like makeup and other stuff like that. So I just wanted it to feel like it's very multi-purpose. And so we are just going to be adding some more posters and it's going to be rearranging a few, making it feel more here, a little less there, and going to be adding this little Polaroid picture. I really like that. I put on doors, and so we are just going to be adding some curtains now, and I thought the ones from the high school years pack were going to be the most fitting, just kind of make it cohesive in a very crowded and kind of crazy spot. And so we are just going to be adding some books and going to be adding some rugs. I do later on like layer these rugs, and I think it's really cool, but I wanted to add a little canopy light because I thought that was really cute for this space, and going to just find some headphones because the sim is a gamer, and so I thought headphones would be appropriate, and it's going to be adding other just small details. Like I said, the desk is this sim's spot for everything she has going on, and so I just wanted to make this very cute and organized clutter in a way. And so I did give the boy sim some headphones as well because of like I wanted the parents to try to treat these sims equally so they have like the same size of room, and so they would probably give one sim headphones and the other sim headphones as well. And so I do keep the desk this kind of dark purple color because I'm pretty sure the matching color on this desk was supposed to be that blue color, but again, I want to keep it very purple. And so we are just going to be adding some curtains into the blue teens room. And I just keep it kind of simple with these curtains from the Parenthood pack. And now we are just going to be adding one more poster into the purple room and adding the laundry basket. Oh, I guess I did show this. I kind of forgot that I showed this, and I thought I just did it off camera. And so we are just going to be adding them into each bedroom, and now I'm going to be finding more rugs to use in the space. So I'm pretty sure both of like all of these rooms have a rug, maybe not the teen boys room, but the daughter's room and the parents' room both have the rugs, or both have rugs, not the rugs. And so we are just going to be adding a rug from the lingerie pack. I thought since the bedspread kind of had detail on it, I should keep the rug simple as well. And so we are just going to be adding just a few more details. I was honestly went a little crazy in that room, and now we are on the side of the house, kind of towards the front of the house, and I was going to be adding a little chair, a little bench, outdoor bench, and going to be adding a chess table over here on the side of the house and some flower arrangement tables so your Sims can have some gardening skills. And I just wanted this area to be a kind of more calm area. Maybe the parents like playing chess together. But on the other side of the house, it has a barbecue area and just like chairs set up in a circle. So maybe that's where the teens like to hang out with their friends. And so I had to come up real quick to add this cork board, and now I'm pretty sure we are done with this teen's bedroom. I just saw the item and I'm like, oh, this would be perfect for the purple bedroom. And so we also add a bonsai tree, and now we are just going to be adding some wood decking on to this covered porch area, and going to be adding these chairs in a circle. I didn't really like add anything like kind of fun. I feel like teens like just like to talk about school. And side note, why do teens talk about school? I know I was a teen, but I was also homeschooled, and it sucked to have just to be in a conversation having everybody else talk about school, and it was really annoying. And so yeah, personal preference. And now we are just going to be adding a rug and going to be adding a guitar into the space, and I do add an art easel and picnic table up on the deck. And so I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope to see you all next week for another Sims video. I post new videos every single Tuesday, so please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure to follow me over on Instagram if you want to play in this house. The information is down in the description, and if you want to play in with the family I designed, that is also down in the description. So I hope to see you all next week for another Sims 4 video. Bye!